Cole Palmer tried to listen to the crowd of the Manchester City squad, but was suddenly thrown out by his former teammate, Erling Haaland. City rallied after conceding and equalised. Palmer cheekily tried to eavesdrop on a smiling Haaland, pushing his former colleague away. Palmer showed his bravery to convert a late penalty against the club he joined as an 8-year-old, making it 4-4 at Stamford Bridge in the 95th minute. As City attempted to regroup by regrouping before the restart, a familiar face appeared as Palmer nonchalantly tried to listen in on his former teammates' plans. However, Haaland quickly recognised the intruder and sent Palmer towards him with a hilarious shove. The scene was another little gem and a big day for Palmer. His cool celebration after his pinpoint penalty kick would have made the back page of every newspaper in the country. Cole Palmer admitted it felt very strange to score against his former club Manchester City in a thrilling 4-4 Premier League draw at Stamford Bridge. Palmer decided to end his 15-year association with the Citizens and moved to Chelsea in the summer for £45 million in search of regular first-team football, and has since made an excellent start under Mauricio Pochettino. The 21-year-old picked up the Man of the Match award and scored a 95th-minute equaliser, coolly converting his 4th penalty of the season to help Chelsea rescue a point against the reigning Premier League champions. Palmer expressed his mixed emotions after the match, telling Sky Sports, "It was very strange the first time I played against City. I have a lot of respect for the club I played for 15 years, and it was great to see some friends. I was excited before the game to see familiar faces. I was unlucky not to win, but it was a great match. I waited a long time to take a penalty. I've had a few now. I remain calm. I wouldn't say I coached it because I didn't. I train my natural abilities." Chelsea's 4-4 draw with Manchester City sent a strong signal that Mauricio Pochettino's new team is finally starting to recover. The celebrations at Stamford Bridge erupted in torrential rain at the final whistle, even though a point left the Londoners in 10th place in the standings. They have now won just once in their last 14 home league games, a run that stretches back to the disastrous 2022-2023 season. Pochettino said the project from scratch with Chelsea's new and expensively rebuilt squad was progressing. "I think we need to take advantage of this kind of appearance in the future." City coach Pep Guardiola was full of praise for his opponents, who failed to score against City in their previous 6 meetings. The last time Chelsea beat City was in the Champions League final in 2021. Their fortunes have diverged sharply since then, with City winning the Premier League twice and the Champions League this year. City coach Pep Guardiola told reporters, even though Chelsea's performance was very bad last season, they fired coaches Thomas Tuchel and Graham Potter. They are a fantastic team with an experienced manager at a traditional club with many titles in the last 20 years. They are starting to build something new from now on. Chelsea battled for a point in a thrilling 4-4 draw against Manchester City on Sunday. Even though Jackson scored another goal, it seems that the West London club is still looking for a new striker. Jackson scored his 6th Premier League goal as Chelsea drew against Man City. According to Football Insider, those in charge of the club's transfer policy remain intent on signing a striker in January, despite Jackson's impressive recent form. Jackson scored a hat-trick in Chelsea's win over Tottenham Hotspur on Monday and scored his 6th Premier League goal of the season against Manchester City. He was brought in from Spanish club Villarreal last summer for a fee of around £30 million to the Blues, but could soon be replaced as first-choice striker if Chelsea find a suitable target. Apart from Jackson, the Blues also signed Christopher Nkunku from German club RB Leipzig in the recent summer transfer window, but the Frenchman has yet to make his debut for his new team due to injury. Chelsea are reportedly considering signing 17-year-old Copenhagen striker Rooney Bargi. Bargi was an unused substitute in his side's narrow defeat at Old Trafford, but he came off the bench in the second game and scored a dramatic 87th minute winner for Copenhagen, consigning Man United to their third defeat in 4 European games this season. The winger's decisive goal in Group A was his 10th in 23 senior appearances in all competitions this season, after he also scored 7 goals in the Danish Superliga in 15 games so far. Since being promoted to Copenhagen's senior team in January 2022, Bardghji, who turns 18 on Wednesday, has scored 15 goals in 66 games for the Danish Giants. According to Danish outlet Tipsbladet, Chelsea like the Copenhagen winger, whose contract with the reigning Danish champions runs until New Year's Eve 2025. Chelsea are not the only Premier League side keeping an eye on Bardghji's form, as Newcastle United and Crystal Palace are set to provide stiff competition in the summer transfer window. Copenhagen should be resigned to losing their teenage protégé in 2024, but they plan to cash in over the summer rather than in January, as they look to make a breakthrough in the knockout stages of the Champions League or Europa League. Manchester City have reportedly identified Reece James as the ideal long-term replacement for Kyle Walker, despite his contract recently being extended until 2026. Walker's future at the Etihad Stadium was thrown into uncertainty earlier this year when Pep Guardiola deployed John Stones as a reverse right-back to great effect. In April, Pep Guardiola bluntly stated that Walker, who is better at using his speed on overlaps rather than playing in the middle of the park, would not be able to play in his new system, suggesting the England international was on his way out. Walker was previously set to become a free agent at the end of the 2023-24 season, and the 33-year-old has been heavily linked with a move to German champions Bayern Munich, where he could reunite with former Tottenham Hotspur teammate Harry Kane. Appearing at right back, right wing back and centre back, Walker has made 17 starts in all competitions this season, completing the full 90 appearances in his side's 12 Premier League games and registering 1 assist against Nottingham Forest. Although the England international still has 3 years remaining on his new contract, he will be 36 when it expires, and Man City are believed to be looking for a potential replacement. According to The Independent, via the Manchester Evening News, Chelsea's James is the leading candidate to take over at right back from Walker, and Guardiola greatly admires his qualities. The 23-year-old has represented the West London Giants since joining their academy in 2006 and has played for the senior team on 152 occasions, scoring 11 goals and registering 20 assists in the process. James has made just 6 appearances in the 2023-24 season so far due to a hamstring injury, but he has fully recovered and started a Premier League game for the 3rd time this season in Sunday's 4-4 draw with Man City. Chelsea only signed James to a new contract last September, and the Blues' childhood defender will only be a free transfer in 2028, but that doesn't seem to be stopping Man City.